Today, families in the Portland Public School District will have the opportunity to meet the finalists who are vying for the spot of district superintendent. Fox Show's Mia Villanueva joins us now live with more on each of these candidates. Good morning, Mia.
Shauna, good morning. Yeah, there is a lot of anticipation from families and community members here at PPS leading into tonight. Tonight at Grant High School, the community will have a chance to hear remarks from those candidates and ask them some questions as well. Now, here's what we know about the finalists for superintendent here at PPS. One of them, Dr. Kimberly Armstrong, currently serves as the deputy superintendent for Evergreen Public Schools in Vancouver. She has held that position since last year. Prior to that, she was the chief academic officer at Portland Public Schools from 2022 to 2023. Dr. Armstrong has more than 25 years of experience in public education. Dr. Aiden O. Udusenada is also up for the role. Currently, he's the deputy superintendent for Salem-Kaiser Public Schools, and he has been in that position since 2020. He has a long work history here in Oregon. Dr. Udusenada also served as principal at North Eugene High School from 2017 to 2020, and the principal of Cottage Grove High School from 2013 to 2017. He has 20 years of public education experience in Oregon and in California. Dr. Paul Cruz, also up for the spot of superintendent at PPS. Currently, he is the professor of practice and co-director of the Cooperative Superintendency Program at the University of Texas at Austin. He is a former superintendent of Austin's Independent School District. Again, the community will have a chance to meet all three candidates tonight at 6:30 at Grant High School. After hearing from those candidates, after asking questions, they will also have the chance to fill out a feedback form for the district. Now, we did reach out to the district to see if getting feedback from the community was a normal part of their search process for superintendent. We are waiting to hear back. For now, reporting live, I'm Mia Villanueva. Good day, Oregon.